Hello, I hope you are well. This is going to be my January wrap up for 2026. I really didn't read a lot in January, and I didn't really read anything that I absolutely loved. Maybe not the best intro to a wrap up video, but I'm just going to get straight into it. A lot of these books also are like a bit of a mixed bag, so I'll tell you about it when I get to them. So first up, I want to mention the book that I chose for my Tay book club that I run on this channel. I haven't finished it yet. That's The Old Curiosity Shop by Charles Dickens. So far, I am enjoying it. I have stopped from physically reading it to audio booking it because it was getting a little bit slow for me, but you can see like I've read a big chunk of it. I'm also filming a reading diary as I read it as well, so that'll be up on the channel when I finish that book. I can't really give a review of it because I haven't finished it yet. I then read a manga. I read volume 3 of Kitchen Princess. This is about a girl who, she was an orphan raised in an orphanage, and one day, because she was missing her parents so much, she nearly drowned herself in a body of water, and a boy came along and he saved her, and he gave her a flan, and then he disappeared. And to her, he is a prince. She needs to find him. Who is this boy who saved my life? And what he left behind was a spoon, and the spoon belongs to a school that is for gifted children. So you have to have a talent. So one of them's a model, one of them's really good at piano. She is very good at cooking, our main character, so she gets in, and she's very good at cooking in a way of finding out exactly what you need to eat. So not what you fancy eating, but what you need within your soul. What is that comfort? What is going to bring you joy? So if someone's like ill, what ingredients she needs to make them better. If someone's missing home, she replicates a meal from their like grandmother, and so it gives them the comfort of as if they're back at home. Like, she's just such a gorgeous main character, and she's at this school trying to find her prince, and there's two brothers, and you're thinking, is it one of those two brothers? There's also like deep sadness because she misses her parents, and then there is bullying within it, talk of eating disorders. It covers so many different topics within it. So I read volume 3, and she goes back to the orphanage that she was raised in because the woman who raised her, she thinks is very ill, so she wants to go back and see if she's okay. The two brothers, they have to chaperone her back because their parents are directors of the school, so they are the ones that are appointed to look after her and go back with her. Loved it. I loved her going back and reliving this, like, kind of the connection that she has with the woman that raised her, even though she's no biological relative of her, she's just the woman who runs the orphanage. Like, how she feels like home to her, and the comfort that you get within food isn't necessarily about the food, it's about the people who you're in the company of. And then there's a boy who joins the orphanage who, he is very lonely, and he is just a complete replica of her, how she was as a child. So she's trying to get him out of his shell through cookery. Gorgeous, just fun, gorgeous. It does also have like sad, darker elements within it as well. Really enjoyed that. I read We'll Prescribe You a Cat. This is a best-selling Japanese novel. It's about people, there's 5 different stories within it. So it's not described as a short story collection, but I would say it is a short story collection. And it's in 5 different stories. And people go to this clinic because they've heard of it from someone else within their life, but they don't know enough about the clinic. So when they go, the doctor says, okay, I'm going to prescribe you a cat, gets out a cat carrier with a cat in it and says, you're going to take this cat home, and this cat is going to fix the problems that you have within your life that you've come to me to talk about. And they think they're going to see a therapist, so they're completely confused. They take these cats home, and sometimes in some way the cat is going to fix their life, fix their problem. So the first story is about a boy who doesn't like his job, and then he gets this cat, and this cat basically gets him fired, and so he has to start a different career, and the cat's chosen it all for them. It's magical realism. I've done a full video review of it, which I'll link down below. There were 5 stories within it. I actually only connected to the 2 stories, but the 2 stories that I connected to within it, I loved, adored those 2 stories. But the other 3, I wasn't really that interested in, to be perfectly honest with you. So it's a mixed bag because I loved 2, but the 3 I didn't like. So it's like, yeah, I liked it. I didn't. Kind of a review on that one. I then reread Hellbound Lifestyle. This came out in 2016. I saw it in a comic book store, completely random in London, and I picked it up and I loved the art style. The art style is by Alabaster Pizzo, and Alabaster Pizzo has gone on to do other art. I won't show you that page. It's like about this woman who she's like a millennial. In 2016, she was supposed to be 27 years old. She is navigating like work, her roommate, being young and not really knowing the direction in which her life is going to take, dating and finding her own identity within this. And I just look at that art style. Stunning. Just really loved it. Thought it was gorgeous. Gives me the same vibes as something like Daria, if you know that cartoon. And the author of this is Kaeleigh Forsyth. So it was taken from Kaeleigh's personal notes that she had on her phone about different ideas. It's just a series of jokes, really. But the plot is kind of moving along, but it's not really any set plot. It's just about this woman like going through life. And at the end of the year, she's like, I've literally done nothing in this year, but about her different trials and tribulations. Oh God, I love this page. Everyone's at the cinema and it's just like her crying in the middle and everyone else around her is happy in the cinema. And that's very much the feel of it. Like you feel like everyone's got their life under control and you haven't got your life under control. And that everyone is an adult and you haven't reached that stage yet. So you can see in it, there are text messages and notes format within it. And I love the cover as well, that she's stretched out along it there. They never worked together again after this book. So Kaeleigh Forsyth, who wrote it, I cannot find anything about her online. I don't know what happened to her after this book. Alabaster Pizzo went on to do other illustration and bought her own graphic novel series. But I really want to read more from Kaeleigh because it was just really funny. And I didn't love it cover from cover because I don't like get every joke that's within it. There's like a whole thing about Hemingway within it, which I don't really get. And I didn't think every joke was funny, but the jokes that I did find funny, I loved and thought were hilarious and could really relate to. So it's a mixed bag with this one like it was with the previous. I didn't love it cover to cover, but I have kept this since 2016. I always get it out. It's a comfort read for me. I really enjoy it. It reminds me of just watching an episode of Daria, like Daniel Close's graphic novel Ghost World. Just this kind of comforting weird girl vibes, very dry humour. I just love it. I just love that vibe of it. But it's such a shame I can't find anything about the author. I don't know what happened to her after this. And at the time when it came out, it did very well. It's got very high ratings on Goodreads. They also did interviews at the time. So you can find all of that information out online. I've been hunting like a sleuth, trying to find out what happened to this author, Kaeleigh Forsyth. Like what went on? And it's such a shame they didn't do another one of these books, like turn it into a series, because just the art style works so well with this dry humor and these like mad ideas that she has on her phone notes just work so well, and they're brought to life so perfectly by the illustrations. It was just like a perfect team together, and it's a shame that they didn't go on to do anything else, but it's just such a comfort book for me. I wish there was a Daria comic book series, because I was looking online for something like that. Like I have the Bob's Burgers comic books. They're in like volumes that you can buy. I have one of them. The others I can't seem to find in England that they're available. But I just comforting stuff like that I really love. I really did enjoy Hellbound Lifestyle. So it was a mixed bag of reads for me this month, to be honest. There wasn't a book that really stands out that I'm like, I adored, I loved that so much. I still think from Charles Dickens, Great Expectations is better than The Old Curiosity Shop, because when I started reading this, I said, oh, everyone seems to say their favourite Dickens is The Old Curiosity Shop, and my favourite Dickens is Great Expectations. I've only read Great Expectations and A Christmas Carol, that's it. So I thought, oh, maybe this will overtake Great Expectations, but I just love the characters of like Havisham, Estelle, Pip. Like I just love them so much in Great Expectations. They just can't be taken over. And I love the character of Nell in The Old Curiosity Shop. Nell and Kit, I love them, but they're just not. They're not hitting it as much as Estelle and Kit, because Estelle and Pip, because they had such a fraught relationship at the beginning. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rattling on. I'm gonna finish off this book, The Old Curiosity Shop. If you have read this book and you want me to read out your review in my review video, then just leave it down below. Even if you didn't read it this month, if you read it previously and you want me to read out your thoughts and ideas on the book, and then I can comment them on my own video, then let me know. It's gradually getting darker and darker. I don't know if you can see outside. It is torrential rain, so it's getting so dark in this conservatory. So I am going to end it here. I'm hoping February is going to be an amazing reading month for me. The February book club pick is Romeo and Juliet Juliet. So you just have to read Romeo and Juliet before the 5th of March. Send me your book review via email, comment it down below, comment it on my Instagram, message me on Instagram, wherever you want to send me your review. And then I'll read your review aloud when I do my Romeo and Juliet book review. And I'm excited because I don't think I've read Romeo and Juliet since high school. So it'll be interesting to read it now as an adult. What do I think of it? Do I connect to it in any kind of way? What's my vibe with it? So without studying it, without being forced to read it, just reading it for pleasure. So it's got dramatically more dark in here. So I'm going to have to end it here. Stop rambling on. I've got over 700 videos on this channel, so check out my other videos. I've got loads of playlists, so if you go on my channel, click on playlists. I've got so many different playlists. So if you just like book reviews from me, they're all there. Vlogs, TBRs, hauls, everything is in its own little category now. I'm going to end this here, and I will see you again soon for another video.